Welcome to episode 1 of the Rooz Show. Today I'm joined with my partner Corey Layton.
What's up?
As we will cover week 15 of the NFL season. We'll have 4 segments today. First we'll start with Rooz's Ranks, then we'll go to Standings Check, then we'll crown our first ever Team of the Week.
Team of the Week, baby, let's go.
And then lastly we'll go off topic. First, let's start with Rooz's Ranks. All right, Corey, let's look at our power rankings after this week. So I'll start first. Number 10, I'm going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They played well against the Chargers. They just whooped on a playoff team. I mean, that's very impressive.
For me, I got the Rams. I think it's a kind of a questionable pick, you may say, but like they are, their offense is so good. It's like they find open receivers 24/7. I think they're 10 team.
Buka Nakua is a superstar. All right, number 9. Houston Texans, they just clinched the AFC South. Mm-hmm. They're not playing that good, though. But you clinch your division, you make the playoffs, you got to be in the top 10.
Yeah, for me, I have the Buccaneers. It's no doubt for me. I think the Bucs are a really good team. They have when Baker Mayfield's clicking, you can't really stop that offense. It's tough. It's fun to watch, to be honest.
Number 8, I got your team, Pittsburgh Steelers. They were probably higher on my list last week, but they lost to the Eagles this week.
I think for me, I have the Ravens. The Ravens are good. Their offense. There's no other information needed. It's just they're good.
Actually, 7, I have the Ravens. So I have them higher than the Steelers going into their game this week. But I think the Ravens have a better roster than the Steelers. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I know they beat them, but
it hurts, but
it's whatever.
I understand. I got the Packers. There's that team's really good. The NFC North is really, really good, and I think the Packers are in the top 7 there.
Yeah, I agree. That's why number 6, Green Bay Packers. I think the Packers are better than the Ravens and the Steelers. They're playing way better. They beat a playoff team in Seattle. Geno Smith did get hurt, but I think they just had a commanding win on Sunday Night Football this week.
For 6, I got the Steelers. It's my favorite team.
Biased.
But you could say there's bias. I don't think so. I think this team is really good. They played a bad week, and there's no other way to say it, but they're a really good team when they're clicking.
Okay. Now let's go to the top 5. I got the Minnesota Vikings at number 5. Great record, but I just don't see it in that team. I don't think they're better than these other teams I'm about to list in front of them.
I have the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are gonna they have a few weeks coming up. I think they're gonna struggle in, and especially with Patrick Mahomes questionable. This team's gonna be. I don't think this team is as good as people think they are. So
yeah, that's what number 4, Kansas City Chiefs. I agree. They have the best record in the league, but they aren't the best team in the league.
No.
You'd argue that these 3 teams I'm about to say are way better than them. This team is 12-1, but all their wins are fumble against the Raiders, just whatever it is, bullcrap calls from the referees. But yeah, I got the Chiefs at 4.
I got the Vikings at 4. I love this team. I love watching them. Them and the Bucs are very similar in my opinion. They both have overpowered offenses that just throw the ball down the field so far that you just can't even see it. And I think they're a really good team rather than the Chiefs.
Yeah. Number 3, I'm looking at your list also. We both got the Eagles at 3. Mm-hmm. I think that makes a lot of sense for them.
It makes a lot of sense. They're a really, really good team.
Yeah, and it's good for Hurts and Brown finally got connected last week. There was that drama, but they look good. Barkley
is just
as good as ever.
He's good as he ever be. I don't know. I can't imagine he can get any better. It's crazy to watch him.
Yeah. All right. Well, number 2, I think it's pretty obvious. The Detroit Lions.
Yes.
They lost this week, but that team, they lose, but they score 42 points, and Jared Goff pops off. When they lose, it's a good loss. So
that Lions team was fun to watch. They're definitely the number 2 team in the country. Yeah. And I fully agree with that.
Yeah. So number 1,
the Buffalo Bills.
The Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Josh Allen is the MVP front runner right now, and those Bills are freaking good, man.
Those Bills are a different team than we've seen in the last few years.
Yeah,
that is a different team.
Yeah, it's even weirder the fact that they scored 48 points and Amari Cooper didn't have a catch.
That's crazy. And Josh Allen is playing unbelievable. He hasn't thrown many picks, and that's crazy to think about because Josh Allen's known for throwing those picks, and it hasn't happened much. And Dalton Kincaid coming back this week is kind of helpful for that team after missing 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
That's a big help for the Bills.
All right, well, let's look at our honorable mentions. These guys didn't make it, but they're really good teams. I got the Broncos, Commanders, Rams, Chargers, all probably playoff teams, but they aren't just playing well right now.
I got the Commanders, Texans, Broncos, and Chargers.
Yeah, it's about the same
About
thing.
the same thing.
Why do you have the Texans out?
I think the Rams are just better than the Texans, in my opinion. So that's why I have them honorable mention.
All right, well, that was Rooz's Ranks. Welcome to Standings Check. So how this works is I will cover the NFL standings by division, and then I'll go over and talk about the playoff picture. All right, so looking at the board, let's start with the AFCs first. Buffalo, Miami, Jets, Patriots stayed the same. Nothing changed about them. Same with the AFC North and the AFC South. Steelers, Ravens, they're probably going to battle this week's the big game. Bengals, Browns, they're probably not going to change. Texans clinched the division this week. Indianapolis, still low. Indianapolis, it's going to be tough for them to even get a spot. So the West is the only switch-up we have here. So the Chargers were ranked at 2, Broncos at 3. A little switch-up. Broncos won, Chargers lost. Broncos are now in front of the Chargers in the West. Now down to the NFC. NFC stayed the exact same. The Eagles should clinch the division at some point, probably this week. They play Washington, so if they win, they clinch there. NFC North stayed the same. Still very tight race between the Lions and Vikings. Green Bay could make a charge, but that's highly unlikely. Chicago out of the equation. NFC South, Buccaneers won. Falcons won. Saints lost. Saints are probably not going to win the division anymore. They had a chance going into last week. The Buccaneers are probably good. They got a decent lead over Atlanta, so I can see the Buccaneers breaking away with the division with how they're playing. NFC West, you saw Seattle first. The Rams were second. Rams played the 49ers this week. Arizona stayed at 3. The Rams, however, moved to first place in the division. Seattle, with the loss to Green Bay, moved down. And LA is first in the West. Now let's go to the playoff picture. All right, playoff picture. AFC. We saw the Broncos were at 7, Chargers were at 6. Broncos jumped the Chargers this week. Broncos are now at 6. Chargers are now at 7. We also saw some clinching this week from the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans, who won the AFC South. So Steelers are clinched in the playoffs. Texans are clinched the division. Steelers, Ravens, playoff. We know about their game. In the hunt, still are the Colts, Dolphins, and Bengals. They're all very low. There's a low chance they make it. There is slightly a chance. Colts lost to the Broncos. That's going to cost them. Now to the NFC. The NFC, the Lions and the Eagles are staying the same. They're still clinched. Bucks, Rams beat the Seahawks. The Rams are now in the 4th spot. We also saw the Minnesota Vikings clinch the playoffs on the division. That's still up for grabs. Minnesota is clinched. Packers, Commanders stayed the same. Bucks stayed the same as well. They're at 3, even though they're 8-6. But yeah, this is the playoff picture. In the hunt, Seahawks, Falcons, Cardinals, 49ers, Cowboys, and Saints are probably out. They just still have a chance. So that is standings check. Now let's go and crown our first team of the week. All right, Corey. You ready to crown our first team of the week?
I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, first ever team of the week of the Rooz Show is the Buffalo Bills. All right, Corey. So the Buffalo Bills beat the Detroit Lions. I'd argue the best team in the league at the time. Not anymore. They beat them 48-42. The Buffalo Bills, 600 total yards. That's insane.
That's a lot. That's I mean, Josh Allen had 370 yards in the air and 68 on the ground. That's pretty good. He had 4 touchdowns total, 2 rushing touchdowns and 2 in the air. One to Shakir and one to Ray Davis.
Ray Davis. Speaking of Ray Davis, I mean, running backs wise, you had James Cook score 2 touchdowns, and then you had Ty Johnson have 5 catches for 114 yards. Ty Johnson. I haven't seen the dude all year, and he pops off against the Detroit Lions.
I didn't even know he's a player, to be honest with you. I heard his name a couple times. I didn't know he actually played a touchdown. All three running backs need a touchdown. It's pretty incredible, to be honest.
The only thing I kind of worry about is why didn't they get the receivers involved? I mean, Shakur had an all right game. Keon Coleman had one catch, but it was a deep ball. And then Amari Cooper, like we said earlier, catchless.
Yeah.
Like,
Amari Cooper,
it's a little weird.
Their number one guy, I would say. I don't know if it's for sure.
Oh, he's definitely the number one guy.
Not getting the ball, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I'd like to cover one punt.
One punt. That's
one punt for Buffalo. I mean, I don't know how many punts the Lions had, but they probably didn't have much either. And also, the Buffalo Bills have scored 40 points the past 2 weeks, even though they lost to the Rams, scoring 42. But that's very impressive. They have 100 points the past 2 weeks. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's a lot in 2 weeks, and that team is incredible, to be honest. I know there's not much to talk about defensively, but I mean, Rousseau and Ed Oliver both got a sack apair, which is pretty good defensively. I mean, they had I think Benford had a sack as well too.
Yeah.
But, that defense if that defense can pick it up a little bit, that team will be a really, really good team that I don't think anybody can stop, other than maybe the Eagles. But
Eagles, man, I don't know. I feel like the Lions could get them.
The Lions could get them. He had a rematch. The Lions would get them, which would be the Super Bowl. But
I don't know. I mean, not right now. I mean, Josh Allen's too good. Josh Allen doesn't have that good of a team. I mean, I'm not saying the Bills are trash, but they don't have like a team like the Lions or the Eagles. But Josh Allen's just so good.
It makes up for it.
I mean, like that's why like MVP conversation, I think it's Josh Allen very clearly. Saquon Barkley's obviously doing a lot, but like Lamar Jackson, he's putting up probably honestly could be the best year of his career. Maybe not 2019. 2019 was insane, but he's I know he has way more touchdowns than interceptions, probably the best in the league. But that team is like what are they? 10-5 or 9-5? Yeah, 9-5.
9-5.
But
this Bills team is different. The offense is just unstoppable. Josh Allen is a freak of nature that can, if he stopped, it'd be a work of magic. It takes up some defensive coordinator to stop that guy. I don't know how you could do that. He's a triple threat. He just throws the football. He can sit in the pocket if you really need him to. He can throw the ball. He would dice up a defense. It's pretty awesome to watch.
Yeah, and that chest pass. I mean, I didn't count. That chest pass was insane. That was a little my homie. But looking to next week, they play New England. Do you have a score prediction for that?
I think it's gonna be. I don't know. I think the Bills, if they play like they did this past week, they're gonna destroy New England. Like, I think they're gonna win by at least 2 scores, in my opinion.
Yeah. Listen, I think Buffalo's going to take it easy on them. They know they can run up the score. They might not treat him as serious.
Yeah.
Drake May is good, man. Drake May is a good player. I think my final score prediction, if I have to make one, is like 31-21 Buffalo. It's not going to be like that crazy like people think.
I think it's going to be – I like 31. I think they're going to score 31. I like 31-17.
I like it. All right. Well, that was Team of the Week. Next, we'll go to Off Topic. All right, it's time for our final segment of the day. Should be everyone's favorite. Off Topic. Our category for today is Christmas songs. So, Corey, let's look at our list here. Starting with number 10, we have Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. It's probably one of my favorite Christmas songs. I know you're not a big fan of it.
I don't like the repetitiveness of the song, but I'll let you have the 10th here.
Okay. By the way, I forgot to say this, but our lists are combined together off our own list with a point system. So, number 9 is Jingle Bell Rock. That was on your list, wasn't on mine. It's a great song, though, I will say.
Good song. I love that song.
Yeah. Number 8 is Blue Christmas, Elvis Presley. One of the best singers of all time, arguably. I had him at 4 on my list, but you had him nowhere on your list. What's up with that?
I don't know. I like the song. I kind of forgot about it until we compared our list, and I was like, oh, shoot, I should have put that one on there, but it's too late to add it, you know?
All right, number 7, Holiday Road by Fleetwood Mac lead singer Lindsey
song.
Buckingham. That song, I mean, I have a Christmas ornament that sings that song. I love that song. That's probably my personal favorite Christmas song.
That's a really good song, to be honest. It's I don't know why I should have put it in my honorable mention, but
It's all right.
It's a good
It's
one.
all right. Number 6, California. Little California Christmas. Little Saint Nick
Little
by
Saint
the
Nick.
Beach Boys.
Mhm.
We both have it at 7 on our list here.
Nice even match. I think we both agree with 7th.
Yeah,
is a
I
good,
mean-
7th is a good spot for it.
It's a good song. So
Good song.
up to the top 5, we got Bruce Springsteen, 4th of July specialist, the little Christmas song, Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good song. That's number 2 on my list. So
I do think it's a little weird the way he says it. He just starts out weird. It's just, I don't know, something about it, but I think it's a great song. I mean,
mhm.
All right, number 4, your personal favorite Christmas song,
Mhm.
Step Into Christmas by Elton John.
It's a great song. I love that song very much. And, if you haven't already picked up by the all the songs we've listed, we're big oldies. We're oldies fans.
Yeah,
So
we're classic singers.
the classic songs are where it's at for us. And but "Step Into Christmas" by Elton John is a really good song.
Number 3, we both actually have this high on our list. I have mine 6th. You have yours 4th. Last Christmas by Wham. It's a classic Christmas song. I mean,
Classic song.
it's one of the more popular ones, but I mean, it's popular for a reason. But, all right, number 2, another popular one, a classic one. This is an old one.
Uh-huh.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. By Andy Williams. It's a heck of a song. I have mine at 2.
Mm-hmm. Andy Williams is a known Christmas singer, and this is his best song. And,
Yeah, he's
it's
better than Sinatra for
yeah,
sure.
This song's played in every single store you'll go to, probably in the Christmas season.
Yeah.
And but it's a good song, really good song.
And our last song, I had mine at first on my list. You had yours at 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
The Drifters, White
White
Christmas. Killer song. I mean,
Great song.
the vocals, just everything on point. The do-do-do-do thing is awesome. I love it. But yeah, White Christmas, number 1. Great choice. If anyone argues, whatever. You're not right.
Yeah.
Honorable mentions, though, we actually have some goofball songs for honorable mention. Feliz Navidad,
Mm-hmm.
classic song, Spanish. Senor would probably like it. Anyways, we also have Dominique the Donkey.
That's 8th on my list.
That's a great song.
It's a great song.
It's hilarious too, but
Makes you laugh every time you listen to it.
and the last song on honorable mention, probably the most famous Christmas song of all time. All I want for Christmas is you. Such a dumb song. I don't know how it made it.
Hating on it for no reason.
It's not a good song. I mean,
It's
that's all I hear every Christmas time. I mean, I do a counter. It's been 17 days. Guess how many times I've heard it?
20-something times, probably.
24 times. I mean,
24.
like every day I hear that song, and I don't listen to Christmas music like crazy, but it's just up there. So that's our list for Off Topic. This is our final segment. So thanks for watching.
Thanks
See
for
ya.
watching.